Well, hello, Stash Smash Saturday party people. We are going to finish up this kit today. So, this was my How to Kill a Kit in March, and I just didn't get to finish it. So, I decided to use that for some of my Stash Smash for April. And we only have one 12 by 12 left, and I've got amazing things that I should be doing. The challenge is used for Becky. She's told me of the 7 items I have to pick 5. She wants me to use an Easter item, a grid, 2+ photos, florals, dies, a pattern paper background, and flare or buttons. So my goal today is I'm gonna try and use all 7 because I technically will have all 7. So I've got 3 photos, so we can make a perfect little grid out of that. A typical grid. I've got all this pattern paper. I've got all these embellishments. I'm going to try and see how much I can use today. But I think I'm actually going to use this green, and I'm going to border it with this scrap of white that I have. I'm going to cut my photos down. I'm going to figure out what I want to mat them on. I have just, like I said, tons of pattern paper. These embellishments, these florals in this kit are huge because they're the Paige Evans ones. Tons and tons of stuff. So I'm going to do a few of those steps, and then we'll check back in with you. All right, I've got my photos trimmed. I've kind of messy layered them. I gave them all at least one even layer and then just tucked a few other random scraps behind just to use up some papers. So then all I have left of papers are some scraps, which I'm sure I can make another page with. I'm sure I can. A couple branding strips. I have a bunch of florals left over, which I think I have an idea for Craft IQ for next month. So I wanted to use this chipboard notebook edge, so I'm gonna put that there. I've kind of started arranging things the way I want to do them, and then I'm gonna plop my title down right here. But I wanted to show you before I started gluing down. So I grabbed, these are the rest of those flare from that set. Yeah, it doesn't say the sets on here, but it was a set of just a bunch of different hearts, and it worked perfectly with this kit. So I used all those up, which is awesome. I've used up 4 of the 6 of these, which is really good. So I'm going to do this Sweet Moment one. I'm putting a lot of brighter pink and orange colors on top of all the green, because I've got, kind of went mostly with green and yellow behind each of the photos, and since I have such a dark square, and these are 4.5 by 4, this is such a dark rectangle with this pattern that I want the brighter color. So I'm going to journal here. I'm going to stamp the date here. This one I think I'm going to leave alone. I'm debating if I'm going to use the enamel dots. I might try because there's so many of them in this collection. I might stamp something here, and then I need to journal here. So I might not use a die, which is fine because I've got a bunny on my page because the book is about a bunny. I've got a grid. I've got more than 2 photos. I got florals. I've got a pattern paper background, and I have flare and buttons. So I'm okay with not using a die. That is fine. And I'm really liking the way this page is coming together. So I just grabbed a couple of this, whatever I could find, smallish florals. I thought I was going to be able to use some of the big ones, but they just look too big and overpowering. So I just tucked a couple in in 3 areas. It'll kind of frame around where the title will be. And the title will go here. So I'm going to glue some of the stuff down. I will get some enamel dots down, and then we'll start placing the title. I hope it fits the way I want it to, and I'll stamp the date there. And I think I'm going to stamp a word phrase or something on here as well. That leaves my goal. I got to look through my stamps. I have millions, so I should have something, but I got to see what I can find. So I'm going to do that off camera, but I wanted to show you where we're at. So I'm fulfilling all the things. Like I said, I just messy backed, so I have just tucked an extra chunk of pattern paper here, 2 extra chunks here. The same papers that I originally backed them all in, I just kind of added little chunks behind just to add a little more so they weren't perfect rectangles and perfectly crisp, since I can't do that anyway and it's not gonna be straight. So I'm pretty sure this is not on straight, but it looks straight, but it doesn't, so I'm not sure. So I'm gonna start gluing down, and we'll check back in when I start putting the title on. All right, that's all glued down. I just want to add, I got the title down, so it says now I must buy it. And so I journaled about how I just picked the book up to look at it, and he immediately grabbed it and snuggled into it was like a bunny puppet that went all the way through the book. He snuggled into it. And so I found in my Elle Studio Everyday tab stamp, I have a Here's the Story, and it's kind of perfect, I think, because I think it'll spread across their enough. Yep. So we'll stamp that on there. I don't think I've used this one yet. I should get one with lines on it so I can stamp it straight, but yeah. Okay. A little sand eraser action. I think we're just gonna do my black ink. It should, I might even just do it in this white spot so the orange part doesn't get it. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. All right. That is my layout, you guys. Make sure you go check out Becky's channel and see what she did with her Stash Smash Saturday today, and the items I gave her for the month of April. April is clipping along super fast. It's almost done. We've got one more Saturday this month, so we will have one more layout doing these 7 items, and then we'll switch. I think I can safely say I'm using a different kit next week because I don't have any 12x12s. Yes, I have enough papers and stuff left, but I have an idea for Craft IQ, so I think I'll just use that stuff for that instead. I haven't quite decided. We'll see what I decide, because if I finish this month out with this kit, that would be kind of nice too, just be done with it. And then we start May with a fresh kit. That would also be fun. So to be determined yet if I am using this same kit next week or not, but you'll find out then, won't you? So we will see you next time. Thank you again. Bye.